Welcome to the 136th Summer National Convention of the Theosophical Society in America. I'm Barbara Hebert, National President, and it is my privilege and honor to welcome you here this evening. Our theme, as you know, is exploring the unexplained. This theme refers to the third object of the Theosophical Society in America, which is to investigate the unexplained laws of nature and the powers latent in humanity. Over the next couple of days, we will have many opportunities to look into the meaning of this third object and discover what it has to say to each of us individually. Coming together, even online, is always a joy. We are bound by our common mission of encouraging open-minded inquiry into world religions, philosophy, science, and the arts in order to understand the wisdom of the ages, respect the unity of all life, and help people explore spiritual self-transformation. Hopefully, next summer, we will come together in person as well as online. But the staff has worked very hard this year to make sure that we have enough opportunities to discuss our thoughts and ideas, as well as to visit with one another. After this evening's program, we will leave the room open until 9 p.m. so that you have an opportunity to visit with one another. During the lunch break on Saturday and Sunday, we will also have the room open so that you can visit. Discussion groups are scheduled for both Saturday and Sunday afternoons so that we can share thoughts and ideas from the talks that we've heard. Tonight, we will begin with the blessings of the world religions, blessings upon this gathering of like-minded seekers. Those blessings will be followed by greetings from branches and study centers across the country, followed by greetings from Theosophical sections in other countries across the world. We also have a special greeting from our international president, Tim Boyd. After the greetings, I will provide an introductory talk to begin our convention. I'm looking forward to these next few days together. I hope you are too. And I hope that they provide an opportunity for open-minded inquiry, for self-exploration, and most importantly, for self-transformation. Now, on to the blessings and the greetings. See you shortly.
The great Jewish scholar Nechama Leibowitz said, Mahakushia, what is the challenge? What is the difficulty in this text? Because within the uncertainty, within the unknown and perhaps the unknowable, resides great potential for human spirit and inspiration and wonder. I pray that all of you encounter anew something remarkable and remarkably uncertain. I hope that you celebrate that which is beyond your grasp, beyond the grasp of any of us, and find your hearts open to new possibilities and ideas that you share in together. Ken Yehiratzo. May it be so.
Here is a prayer, blessing from Islam, the first chapter of the Quran, where humanity is begging Allah, the God of all of humanity, please, you're all aware, all compassionate, please guide all of us on the straight path to you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Malik Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم الصراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
In Christian tradition, we do so much with the number 3, and so I would love to offer you a threefold blessing. I wish you joy, hope, and peace. May your gathering bring you such joy that you are filled with the hope that can surpass anything. And may the peace that surpasses all understanding fill your hearts and minds with love and power. The power to love, the power to be and live in hope, the power to be joyful. Amen.
Om Sarve Atra Sukhinas Santu Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkham Apnuyat. Let all beings be happy. Let all be free of illness. Let all experience auspiciousness, and let sorrow come to no one. Sarvastaratu Durgani, Sarvo Bhadrani Pashyatu, Sarva Sadbuddhimapnotu, Sarvat Sarvatranandatu. Let all beings overcome obstacles in life. Let all beings see that which is auspicious. Let all beings have wisdom, and let all be happy everywhere. Durjana sajjano bhuyat, sajjana shanti mapnuyat, shanto muccheta bandhebhyo, muktaschanyan vimochayet. Let the wicked be transformed into good. Let the good attain to peace. Let the peaceful be free of bondage, and being free, free everyone else too. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace.
May the blessings of the Creator shine upon this wonderful gathering so that truth and light can come upon the earth in every good and empowering way. Ahom Tatviyasa. I thank you so very much for this beautiful gathering and for this moment in time. I trust you will have an absolutely wonderful gathering with great wisdom and information.
I call to the mighty spirits to bless this gathering of the Theosophical Society of America as those present do the work of bringing a greater measure of light and wisdom into this very turbulent world. Air, may our minds be clear and may we perceive the truth behind all things. Fire, may we be dynamic on all levels of our being. May our wills be strong and our focus pointed. Water, may our hearts be both soft and strong, and may our intuition flourish. Earth, may our foundations be secure, and may the forms we weave be blessed. To the ancestors, the great wisdom keepers of all the ages, I call to you, be present and bless this gathering. To the divine in all its faces, may we perceive you directly and be guided by your love. So mote it be.
Blessings as you gather for the Theosophical Society's annual convention this summer. We are all interconnected. May all of the helping spirits from all of the dimensions be with you as you gather exploring the great mystery. Connect with the earth. The birds are singing, the trees are speaking. May it be so.
Hello, I'm Ajahn Sona. I'm a Theravada monk, and I am sending you, at the Theosophical Society, a blessing. Of course, I wish you well, and I wish you happiness and peace, but that is not enough. Those are only words. The true blessing is amongst you, and it happens by the process of being a good, true, and beautiful person, and that involves being generous, kind, and clear, and wise. And that is the walking blessing that engages the rest of humanity. And for every person who is generous, kind, and wise, humanity will experience a continuous blessing. So if you can engage in that, there's no need for me to give you a blessing.
O my God, verily I invoke thee and supplicate before thy threshold, asking thee that all thy mercies may descend upon these souls. Specialize them for thy favor and thy truth. O Lord, unite and bind together their hearts, join and accord all the souls, and exhilarate the spirits through the signs of thy sanctity and oneness. O Lord, make these faces radiant through the light of thy oneness. Strengthen the loins of thy servants in the service of thy kingdom. O Lord, thou possessest infinite mercy. O Lord of forgiveness and pardon, forgive our sins, pardon our shortcomings, and cause us to turn to the kingdom of thy clemency. Invoking the kingdom of might and power, humble at thy shrine and submissive before the glory of thine evidences. O Lord God, make us as waves of the sea, as flowers of the garden, united, agreed through the bounties of thy love. O Lord, dilate the breasts through the signs of thy oneness, and make all mankind as stars, shining from the same height of glory, as perfect fruits growing upon thy tree of life. Verily, thou art the Almighty, the self-subsistent, the giver, the forgiving, the pardoner, the omniscient, the one creator.
The goddess suffuses and energizes all that exists. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupana Samstita Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. She, the goddess, through the power of her form, stands in all beings. May we all be blessed.
This is a Hindu prayer closest to the heart of many theosophists around the world to bless our 136th Summer National Convention of the Theosophical Society in America. Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Yotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Yotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Yotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. O God, lead us from the unreal to the real. O God, lead us from darkness to light. O God, lead us from death to immortality. Peace, peace, peace to all beings.
Hello, and greetings from the Minneapolis Theosophical Society Lodge, where we're enjoying a beautiful summer day. We are wishing you a great convention exploring the unexplained.
Greetings from the Detroit Lodge. Sending warm greetings to all attending the Summer National Convention. May we be inspired to share love for all living beings, continually search for truth, and be a light of theosophy. Yay! Yay! We're professionals!
Thank you.
On behalf of the Dharma Study Group of the Theosophical Society in America, we wish you a fruitful and engaging 136th Summer National Convention.
Greetings from the DC National Capital Lodge.
Hope to see you next year in face-to-face in Wheaton, Illinois.
Hi, y'all. This is Elaine Orland. I'm the president of the Memphis branch of the Theosophical Society. Our branch wants to wish you a wonderful, wonderful time this summer as you gather together at Alcott. It looks like you're going to have a delightful program, and we hope to be there with you for some portions of that.
Greetings, everyone. This is Willie Garner with the Florida Federation. I'm sorry the rest of the board is not here with me due to technical difficulties, but on behalf of the board of directors and myself, we're looking forward to the upcoming Summer National Conference. Our thanks go out to all who worked so hard to put this event together. Thank you so much for your hard work and your efforts. Have a good day.
Greetings from the Denver Theosophical Society to the 136th Summer National Convention.
Greetings from the Wheaton Olcott Lodge. We're pleased to be participating in the 2022 SNC, and we hope you're as excited as we are about exploring the unexplained. This is the essence of theosophy, right? Delving into all those mysteries that humans have been wondering about since we learned to think. Theosophy answers so many questions that otherwise don't seem to have any answers. So along with all of you, we're looking forward to further investigation.
Hello, brothers and sisters. We at the Houston Lodge would like to send our warmest greeting to everyone and hope you have a wonderful learning experience this year at our 136th Summer National Convention.
Hi everyone, this is Teresa Nguyen, and I bring you a heartfelt greeting from the PSCL Lodge in Southern California. PSCL is an acronym for Serving the Truth in Vietnamese. Life is a mystery, but with Theosophy, we do have a map to guide us on our adventure. As we explore the unknown, may the light within all of us shine. Have a safe and happy convention, everyone. Bye.
The West Los Angeles Theosophical Study Group sends its greetings to President Barbara Hebert, the Olcott staff, the presenters, and the attendees of the 136th Summer National Convention. May your explorations into the powers latent in humanity contribute to a greater sense of wholeness and compassion. Have a great convention.
Have a great convention.
Hi, everyone. Greeting on behalf of the Vietnamese Studies Center. I want to wish everyone a great convention. I hope that you'll be equipped with all the knowledge you need. And you will have lots of opportunity afterwards to practice what you've learned to make a positive impact in this world. Xin chúc mọi người được học vui vẻ, học rất là nhiều và hiểu rất là nhiều và có nhiều cơ hội để thực tập những gì mình đã học. Bye.
Greetings from the Theosophical Society in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, chartered in 1910 by Annie Besant. We send you our warmest greetings and lots of love. Love grounded in the oneness of all life.
Oh, hello from the Theosophical Society in Seattle. My name is Zora. You may be thinking to yourself, why is there a puppet talking to me? It's another mystery of the universe. On behalf of all the puppets and the humans, we send our thoughts for a wonderful convention. Bye!
Greetings to all from the Research Triangle TS Study Center in North Carolina. This is a group of us that attended the Mid-South Federation in April. We send good wishes for a lively and inspiring conference.
On behalf of the Vietnamese Studies Center in Washington State, we hope you all have a wonderful time at the convention for sharing, learning, and living the ageless wisdom. Sincerely and warmly, Buck Phan.
Greetings to all at the 2022 Summer National Convention. May we come together in unity for the benefit of humanity. Covington, Louisiana Lodge. Salisa Hugh, Lori Jugan, Barbara Hebert, Lindy Stonecipher, Sue Crosby, Joe Schneider.
Dear President, National Secretary, and fellow Theosophists, warmest greetings from the Surya Study Center in New Jersey. Best wishes for a successful, enjoyable, and thought-provoking 136th Summer National Convention. We join you in spirit and fellowship as we explore unexplained phenomena and the powers latent in all of us to create a better world. Joel Sunbear, Secretary, the Surya Study Center.
Greetings from the Lodge in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We are delighted and privileged to continue exploring the unexplained with our fellow Theosophists and all who join us for Summer Convention. Patricia Pendleton, Fort Wayne Lodge President, USA.
Esteemed participants in the 136th Summer National Convention, greetings from the Austin, Texas study group of the TSA. May our consciousness join together in a great outpouring of healing for our beloved planet Earth in these very challenging times, as we uplift ourselves in our studies of truth. Let us affirm our unity with the whole of humankind and our continued service to others. Pietro J. Caporusso, Secretary, Austin Study Group.
Dear President Dr. Hebert and Board of Directors, greetings from the Far Horizons Board of Directors. We are excited about our coming summer of programs appearing on our website, with more of them planned but not yet posted. Please take a moment to open our website and take a look. We're at farhorizons.org. With appreciation, Ruth Lemlin, Secretary.
The board and membership of Hollywood TS send their fraternal greetings to the convention of the Theosophical Society. Not being equipped to communicate via electronic imagery, we send you our greetings and best wishes on the joyous occasion. Our lodge is conducting public meetings in the accustomed manner, while our sister lodge, Logia España, intends to resume its weekly meetings in September. With best wishes in the spirit of Theosophical Brotherhood, Stephen A. Heller, President.
Friends, on behalf of the Spanish section, I would like to convey warmest greetings for your convention. Exploring the unexplained requires courage and daring. It also requires letting go of mental parameters that often hinder inner perception, and also sharpening our intuitive mind. May this meeting give you all strength and energy to dare to investigate inwards as well as outwards. I wish you a convention full of opportunities.
In behalf of the members of the Philippine section, I am Charlie Romero, wishing all the members of the Theosophical Society in America and also your General Secretary, Barbara Hebert, a meaningful and inspired national convention under the theme Exploring the Unexplained. Our best wishes to all.
Exploring the unexplained is a theme that can be approached by many paths. May this exploration be full of adventure, excitement, and surprises, leading to greater understanding and joyous discoveries. On behalf of East and Central African Section, I wish all attendees of the 136th National Convention a wonderful journey of exploration.
I am Alexandros Bousoulengas, General Secretary of the TS in Greece. On behalf of all the members of the Theosophical Society in Greece, I send you warm greetings and our best wishes for a more successful National Convention.
Very happy to know that the Theosophical Society in America is organizing its 136th Summer National Convention in an online format from July 15th to 17th, 2022. On behalf of all the members of the Indian section, I would like to convey greetings and sincere good wishes to the delegates of the convention. May you all successfully explore the unexplained during the convention. Thank you.
Hello to everyone. I am Esteban Langlois, General Secretary of the Argentinian section, and in behalf of the members of this section, I wish you all a very nice, exciting, and of course, inspiring convention.
I, Gary Kidgel, on behalf of the Theosophical Society in Scotland, extend our warmest greetings to our fellow Theosophists in the United States. We wish everyone in attendance a joyful and most uplifting conference that shall inspire you further in both your personal spiritual endeavors and in service to humanity.
Dear Mrs. President Barbara Hebert, dear brothers and sisters, on behalf of TS members in Ukraine, I heartily congratulate you on the start of the 136th Summer National Convention of the American Section and wish you successful and fruitful work. Yes, life teaches us to live and work in conditions of uncertainty. We have to act and deal with incomprehensible and unexplained. This is an important life lesson to all of us, including in Ukraine. It is very important to unite and support each other in these circumstances. Many thanks to the members of your section for your support and help to Ukraine. Let's keep the link.
Saya Widiatnoko, Presiden Theosophy Indonesia, mengucapkan selamat kepada Theosophical Society Amerika dalam kegiatan Summer National Convention 136. Semoga sukses dan sesuai tema dapat mengungkapkan sesuatu yang tersembunyi di dalam alam dan manusia dan nantinya bernilai bagi kehidupan. Salam persaudaraan kepada Dr. Barbara B. Hebert.
Bárbara y equipo. Aquí en Venezuela somos muy pocos, pero unidos con ustedes somos unos bárbaros.
Estamos muy contentos que estén celebrando la 136 Convención de verano y esperamos que de estas reuniones salga ideas y proyectos, lo cual estaremos muy contentos de conocerlo. Desde Venezuela le mandamos un gran abrazo y un gran saludo.
Dear Barbara, it gives me great joy on behalf of myself and all the Irish TS members to send warmest and heartfelt greetings for the success of the 136th American National Convention taking place on July 15th through 17th, 2022. No doubt the convention theme, Exploring the Unexplained, promises to invite so much interest and interaction. May the gracious blessings and guidance of the Holy Ones oversee this most important event, and may the radiations raised reach out to all beings near and far. We will be attuned to you across the ether. All of you take care and keep well. With love from all the Irish members, Marie Harkness, Organizing Secretary of the Theosophical Society in Ireland.
Dear Barbara, on behalf of the lodges and members of the Southern African section, I wish you, your organizing committee, and attendees all the best for your 136th Summer National Convention. After the trying times the world has been through and will still be going through for some time, we hope this will be a time for your section to reconnect, to celebrate life, the joy of living, learning and growing in theosophical wisdom. Fraternal regards, Desmond Chapman.
Dear friends, herewith please receive the warmest greetings to the Summer National Convention of the Theosophical Society in America on behalf of the Belgian Theosophical Society. We are also very glad to be able to share a picture of us receiving your wonderful General Secretary, Dr. Barbara Hebert, who visited the Belgian Theosophical Society in Brussels. We had a great time sharing together, and Barbara's lecture was highly appreciated. Thank you, Barbara, for having taken the time to visit us. Warm and fraternal greetings to all. Sabine van Osta, General Secretary, Belgian Theosophical Society.
To all our brothers and sisters gathered at the 136th American Summer National Convention, that exploring in the depths of the unexplained, in which one day our souls finally decided to submerge, allows all the seekers of the truth who gather today to get closer every day to the discovery of the truth hidden in that wonderful ocean of theosophy. With all our affection, Theosophical Society in Costa Rica.
Well, hello, friends. I'd like to send you greetings on behalf of all of the members and staff and workers at the Theosophical Society's international headquarters in Adyar, Chennai, India. Although a great deal of what I do takes place in India and in other parts of the world, I never do forget that my roots are here in the Theosophical Society in America. Frequently, I find myself reminding others that this movement was founded here, and that the oldest section in the Theosophical Society is, in fact, the Theosophical Society in America, USA. So there's a very important part for the TSA to play. And I would just invite you to never forget that and to continue to innovate, continue to explore, and to do your part in this global movement that had its beginnings in New York City in 1875. It's a beautiful thing to get together. Exploring the unexplained, I think, is something that is worth our attention. Ultimately, it all is a mystery. So let's put our feet into the waters and see how far we can go with this. Again, from all of your friends around the world and from your co-workers in Adyar, I send you all best wishes for a successful convention.
Welcome to the 136th Annual Summer National Convention of the Theosophical Society in America. and I am so happy to welcome you to this year's Summer National Convention. For 136 years, members have gathered to deepen our understanding of the ageless wisdom teachings and to share thoughts and ideas with one another. Think for a minute about the lineage that came before us. 136 years of members gathering to talk about the ageless wisdom. That's 4 to 5 generations. How many great grandparents is that for you? These generations have been dedicated to the same ideals. These are the individuals who have paved the way for us. Convention is so important, yet it is much more than generations of gathering. There has always been and continues to have an unseen component to our gathering. Together, we create an atmosphere that is almost impossible to describe. Not only do we emanate thought forms of love and compassion and open-minded inquiry, we create a synergy as co-seekers on the spiritual path. Although we do not always agree on everything, we are unified in a much deeper way. Our commitment to sharing the ageless wisdom teachings, to supporting the Theosophical Society in America, and to helping humanity. It creates an aura of unity that is incredibly rare and beautiful. For many of us, even online, this time together, this unity provides us with renewed commitment and excitement about our search for truth and in supporting this amazing organization. In this, our 136th year, our theme is exploring the unexplained, focusing, as I'm sure you're aware, on the third object of the Theosophical Society. As you know, the Theosophical Society has 3 objects to which all members are in sympathy. In fact, these objects are the only tenet that members are asked to support. All other teachings are open to questioning, to contemplation, and in-depth study, so that each of us can find our own path. The current version of the objects was formulated in 1896 and is therefore in the language of that era and time. The objects are to form a nucleus of the universal brotherhood of humanity and sisterhood of humanity, without distinction of race, creed, sex, caste, or color. To encourage the study of comparative religion, philosophy, and science. And to investigate the unexplained laws of nature and the powers latent in humanity. It is this third object, to investigate the unexplained laws of nature and the powers latent in humanity, that will be the focus of our discussions over the next few days. These 3 objects form the basis of our call to action as seekers on the spiritual path. Unity, study, and spiritual self-transformation. In order to truly grasp the first object, the unity of all life, the oneness of all life, we must have a direct experience of that unity. While many of us may have a cognitive understanding that we are all united at the core of our being, it is the experience of unity that makes it real, with a capital R, for us. It is through a deep understanding of the unity of all life, through an experience that illuminates this unity, that spiritual transformation occurs. Once we have had an experience of this sort, our perspective changes. Our perspective about the world and about ourselves. With this experience, our consciousness changes. It shifts. As each of us transforms in this way, the consciousness of humanity changes as well. As H.P. Blavatsky said in The Key to Theosophy, it is an occult law, moreover, that no one can rise superior to one's individual failings without lifting, be it ever so little, the whole body of which one is an integral part. In reality, there is no such thing as separation. From the perspectives of many, the second and third objects of the Theosophical Society support a much deeper understanding of the first object. That much deeper understanding, as we discussed, is one which must be experienced and will change our consciousness and the consciousness of humanity. Can there be anything more important than elevating the consciousness of humanity, of alleviating the suffering in our world? I don't think so. Rohit Mehta, a prominent theosophical student and writer in the early 20th century, says, since brotherhood and sisterhood demands direct perception, it is the way to this perception which is indicated by the second and third objects of the Theosophical Society. The second object, he says, deals with the exploring of the ways of the mind, even as the third object deals with transcending of the mind. He goes on to tell us, study is essentially a mental process. Since the second object emphasizes study of religion, philosophy, and science, its implication obviously is to examine the explanations and the interpretations given by the mind of those laws of life, which are revealed in these three main branches of human knowledge. In other words, the second object seeks to give breadth to the mind. We are here using the word mind in its meaning of the composite process of thought and emotion, the lower mind. The purpose of the second object is to enlarge the horizons of the mind, to extend its range so there is no avenue of the mind which remains unexplored. Even though the mind's process of acquiring knowledge is indirect, it is necessary if one is to move on the pathway to direct or unveiled perception. He's telling us that this in-depth study of comparative religion, philosophy, and science stretches the mind, pushes it to its limits so that we can move beyond it. Mehta continues. It should be remembered that the mind's explanations can cover only the realm of quantity. It can give only statistical explanations of the phenomena of life. It can formulate laws with reference to measurable quantities only. And so the qualitative aspects of life, those aspects which cannot be put in the framework of statistical measurement, must ever remain unexplained to the processes of observation and examination carried on by the mind. Curiously enough, he says, one who knows the possibilities of the mind knows at the same time the limitations of the mind. According to Mehta, then, we study in order to explore all of the possibilities of the mind, push it to its limits, and then move beyond it. The true self, as we know, does not exist in this concrete mind brain. This is still the world of illusion. However, while we continue to live on this physical plane of existence, we must hone the brain mind so that it serves us. We recognize that while study is a part of our journey, we must go beyond study. Through the years, we have had conventions that focus on cognitive understanding of the ageless wisdom. This weekend, we will focus on the third object, which is somewhat different, but an equally important component of the spiritual path. The third object of our society encourages us to investigate the unexplained laws of nature and the powers latent in humanity. We go again to Rohit Mehta and his writings. He says, it has to be remembered that clairvoyance, clairaudience, and such other paranormal faculties are only extensions of physical senses. They carry the process of structural examination into superphysical realms. But just because the study of forms and structures is extended to spheres of superphysical existence, humanity is not brought nearer to the understanding of the mystery of life. One may have greater structural details, but something unpredictable still escapes one's net. The unpredictable or the unexplainable, he says, remains unperceived, whether physical or superphysical. And so the latent powers in humanity must mean a new dimension of consciousness, a consciousness which transcends the limitations of the mind. This object, then, clearly encourages us to investigate what Mehta calls a new dimension of consciousness. It goes far beyond the superphysical faculties that produce phenomena. The Mahatma Maurya, in letter number 42, chronological series of the Mahatma letters to A.P. Senate, writes, alas, try to break through that great Maya against which occult students the world over have always been warned by their teachers. the hankering after phenomena. Like the thirst for drink or opium, it grows with gratification. If you cannot be happy without phenomena, you will never learn our philosophy. I will tell you a profound truth in saying that if you but choose wisdom, all other things will be added into it in time. Along these same lines, former International President N. Sri Ram writes, in any case, the seeking of such powers, which is usually out of motives that tend towards the sensational, even when they're not actually selfish, becomes a distraction from the discovery of truth about oneself, from self-knowledge. He says, people so often think of cultivating this or that power. They want to work on the solar plexus or some other center in their bodies. But the way is entirely different. The so-called powers are really the fruit of the living tree, which is the human being. And then he quotes HPB, who said, the society was founded to teach no new and easy paths to the acquisition of powers. Its only mission is to rekindle the torch of truth, for so long extinguished for all but the very few, and to keep that truth alive by the formation of a fraternal union of mankind, the only soil in which the good seed can grow. This new dimension of consciousness, the growth of the good seed, requires that we realize that phenomena will never lead to truth with a capital T. It is toward this new dimension of consciousness that we must move. Moving in this direction is clearly moving beyond the limitations of the mind. So Mehta asks, how can the higher dimensions of consciousness be sought after by the lower? How can the mind know that which lies beyond its frontiers? He tells us, as do so many of the ageless wisdom teachings, that we must quiet the mind. We are encouraged to meditate, to contemplate. We are told that through meditation, we can gain an even deeper understanding of the ageless wisdom. It is when the physical brain is quiet that we can potentially access the higher aspects of the mind, of the self. We can gain an intuitive understanding and possibly experience some aspect of the ageless wisdom teachings. According to Mehta, and so the investigation is to be done, not by means of mental operations, nor by making the mind dull and dead. It is when the mind becomes a perfect reflecting medium that new facets of human personality can be discovered. And in the discovery of the new facets of human personality, there takes place also the discovery of unexplained laws of nature. Therefore, we find that the second and third objects of the Theosophical Society support the possibility of an intuitive understanding and experience of the first object, the essential unity of all life. We study in order to find the limits of the mind so that we can transcend the mind. In order to do so, the mind must become a reflecting medium, reflecting the higher aspects of ourselves and of the universe. In this way, we begin to experience a new dimension of consciousness. It is through an experience of this dimension of consciousness that we return to the first object and potentially gain a much deeper and more personal understanding of the unity of all life. In Sri Ram, former international president, also discusses these ideas. He writes, "The word consciousness, as well as the word life, denotes something that has extraordinary depths. We know their nature only in the shallows or on the surface. Therefore, we don't know much about them." He says, "I feel that the work of the Theosophical Society should consist primarily in an understanding of the nature of life, as it is in ourselves, as it is in others, in plants, animals, everywhere, the one life of which the great teachers have spoken. And in understanding the nature of consciousness, which is interblended with life and is really an aspect of life." He goes on to tell us, "There are various aspects to be explored, but this exploration has to be undertaken by oneself, for it is the exploration of one's inner being, which cannot be discovered through the words of another. Talking or communication has its place, but to really explore," he says, "one has to be in a condition of complete attention, a state of tranquility, if not stillness. The sea of one's consciousness must remain quiet and still. It is only then that we can plunge to its depths. It is possible thus to come to an inner condition of pure knowing. One's whole nature can become a polished mirror of truth. If what I am saying is correct," Sri Ram says, "then it is an extraordinary truth to realize. Can we come into a condition where our inner nature, the inner being, becomes so purified, smooth, level, polished, shaped, if you like, infused with energy, that it becomes a highly sensitized film that reflects the truth of things at whatever level?" He says, "I believe it is possible to come to that condition. Without claiming to have come to it, one can understand the possibility of such a change in oneself." Sri Ram also tells us, and this is so pertinent, I think, for us today. Sometimes it is said that we are in a time of transition and that we have to move from kama manas, the mind which is influenced by desire, to buddhi manas, the mind which is truly enlightened, which is able to perceive. And it is this perception which is more important than thought. One must first perceive, either at the physical level or any of the inner levels. Then one can build upon it a system of thought. The change that has to take place is that the intellect, which merely plays with ideas, has to be so changed, so enlightened, infused with a certain pure quality, that it becomes an instrument of the pure knower, and is not just the crude intellect which knows the quality of a thing and does not merely deal with quantities and numbers by comparison. He says, sometimes people quote from one of the Mahatma letters, quote, "The crest wave of intellectual advance must be taken hold of and guided into spirituality." He asks, how can you lead an intellect which is dogmatic, neutral with regard to moral issues, incapable of any aesthetic appreciation, an intellect which is cold and hard, into spirituality? He tells us it has to be first melted, transformed, and shaped into a pliable and sensitive instrument which can probe the inner truth of things. It becomes then an extension of the spirit, belonging to that nature of man, which is essentially a nature of love, of openness and sensitivity, non-egoistic and non-possessive. The intelligence of such a nature is luminous and penetrating. Also, he says, when this nature manifests itself, life assumes an extraordinarily beautiful aspect. Let me repeat that. When this nature manifests itself, life assumes an extraordinarily beautiful aspect. All quarrels, resentments, and grudges come to an end. Then each person will meet all others as partners in truth. In this way alone, there can be a new era, a new world. We certainly seem to need a new era, a new world, don't we? And we can be a part of that, of bringing that about, however slowly. During the next few days, as we discuss the various aspects of the third object of the Theosophical Society, it is important that we keep in mind the ultimate meaning of it, awakening to a new dimension of consciousness, an inner knowing that leads to a new era, a new world. Knowing that we can transcend the mind allows us to move forward as we work on spiritual self-transformation, the value of which is to elevate the consciousness of our world, so all beings may recognize our inner unity. In this way, we help to alleviate the suffering that is inherent on the physical plane of existence. We investigate the unexplained so that we can help to transform the consciousness of humanity. In Sri Ram said, the TS was founded with the exalted purpose of promoting the spiritual regeneration of humanity. It is this spiritual regeneration that is the focus of our work at this convention. I hope that the work and discussions of the next few days are helpful, invigorating, and regenerating for all of us and for our world.